What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to get right into this story today. I received a phone call from another parent of a student at Wayne Preparatory Academy, and she was very upset, should I say outraged, about the treatment that her daughter received while at field day yesterday. Now, if you've been following this channel, there have been several stories that have emerged from Wayne uh, Preparatory Academy, and this story is a little different. Um, it deals with a personal situation. Some may not think that it's that serious, but this mother informed me that she was very upset about the way her daughter was treated, and also when she addressed the situation, how it was handled. Now, the setting was yesterday, and apparently, Wayne Preparatory Academy had a field day. And during the field day, apparently, there was a food truck out there. And all of the kids were, I guess, standing in line waiting for their food. And according to the mother, and I talked to the student as well, there was about 30 or 40 children in front of this young lady who's the subject of the video. She actually said that she was waiting in line for about an hour before she had the chance to get to the front of the line. And, the mother and the student told me that as soon as she got to the front of the line, this lady, who is the assistant principal, one of the assistant principals, and I don't know which school she is the assistant principal of, but this lady, Miss Barb Weber or Weber, came and jumped in front of the young lady and escorted another teacher in front to the front of the line and allowed that teacher to jump in front of the line of the young girl who was waiting patiently out in the hot sun for her food. And it was then that, they took this teacher's order on, I guess, the behest of Mrs. Weber. And then after they took her order, the young lady told me that another teacher or coach, if I'm not mistaken, and this looks like the coach online. It says JV Boys coach, Mr. Brandon Cowan, who's a teacher, very young looking teacher. The student told me that he also jumped in front of her in the line and told her that, Miss Weber said that, he can come to the front of the line and order food. And it was at that point, I guess the young girl protested, but nevertheless, Mr. Calvin informed her that he was being able to get in front of the line um, because of the permission of Miss Cowan. So he proceeded to order his food, and then the young lady said after the teachers ordered, maybe they ordered a lot of stuff, or maybe the truck had to restock or cook the food. Nevertheless, the student said it took them another 20 minutes to fix her food. Now, the student was texting her mother, and her mother sent me a screenshot of the text, and there you see that the young lady says, "I've been waiting in line for an hour, and I've been waiting on them to take my order for 20 minutes." And the mother sent the LOL and said, "What about field day?" And she said, "I'm waiting on my food." So that coincides, those texts coincide with the student waiting for an hour and then having to wait another 20 minutes after she was skipped in line by teachers. And so evidently the child went home and told her mother. Her mother then apparently called the school this morning. And first, I think she said that she wanted to speak with Mrs. Weber or Miss Weber. However, she was not there. And then she asked to speak with Mr. Cowan. And then she had I think someone transferred her to Mr. Cowan. And she said that she didn't call in a argumentative manner. She said that she was very polite, saying, "I'm not calling to fuss." However, my daughter told me of this situation, and I think that it was wrong for you to jump in line, in front of my daughter. And she, I guess, mentioned, how long the child had been waiting. He said he responded like, no, she was only in line 10 minutes. And so he tried to, I guess, minimize the situation. And then she said, well, regardless of the fact, she's a student and you are a teacher, it doesn't matter. You still should, have to wait for everyone else. Like everyone else, you shouldn't have getting preferential treatment. And then she said she asked him that didn't he think that my daughter deserves an apology? And he then said no, I don't think she deserves an apology. And if there's a problem, you take that up with Mrs. Weber or Mrs. Weber. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. It's pronounced either way. Nevertheless, and then I guess the conversation continued in some manner until he said that, well, okay, I don't want to talk about this any longer. And then the parent told me that he hung up the phone on her, which further, I guess, facilitated more ire or more anger in her emotional arena. And so I guess that is when she called me, and she kind of vented for about 20 minutes and, went through the whole entire situation and said that, she would be calling Miss Weber to get, some information. I think she did say she spoke with another administrative member who actually agreed with her that, yes, her daughter shouldn't have been skipped in the line. And so I initially, I was like, well, yeah, it's not that egregious. However, nevertheless, you don't know how this young lady feels it. And from the mother's reports, the child is a great student, about to start taking college classes next year. So, you definitely want a seemingly minor incident by two adults. And okay, well, never mind, I'm a teacher, I'm just going to skip this child. You don't know how possibly that could affect their self-esteem or their mental health, being that it was a hot day yesterday, apparently, or reportedly she was in the line for, a whole hour, then to be, just blatantly skipped over, almost pushed aside, being categorized as a non-factor in her quest of getting, some food from the food truck. So, I definitely don't want to make light of the situation because, once again, of the mother's concerns. And, I think that there has to be some sort of respect. Maybe they should have had another truck specifically for teachers, or, two separate lines, one for teachers and one for students, which also would have been, kind of favoratory. That's not a word, but I just made it up. It would have been favoratory to the teachers because, there's 10 teachers in line and 40 students in line, then they're going one by one. Then, of course, the teachers are going to get served fast. So, nevertheless, this young child was offended to the fact, to the impact that she reached out and told her mother. Her mother, in turn, reached out and contacted me. And I guess we'll see the results of the impending phone call tomorrow. But, definitely, if there's any other information that needs to be reported concerning this incident, then I will definitely um, keep you guys abreast. But once again, my number is 919-587-7782. Please leave your thoughts or comments or in the comment section. And don't forget, once again, if you will, like the channel, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel so we can keep delivering this informative information to the community. Much love, peace, and blessings.